It's showtime, Vanessa. Hello.
Hello.
Happy holiday
How is
season.
everyone?
Mm,
Everyone. Yes.
how's
Cheers.
everybody doing? Um,
Don't
hello
worry,
from
it's
Salem.
just iced tea. I'm not day drinking.
Not day drinking. I'm sorry to hear that. I have this tea
Ew.
that I got from our hotel room in Japan. I can't even pronounce it, and I really, really like it. So I've been rationing it like since
Oh,
August of 2023. It's almost at
wow.
the end now. Mm.
You might have to just
I could
well,
probably
if you
just order
go,
some on
I was gonna
Amazon.
say you can order some instead of like rationing it. Just a little bit.
A little
Just
bit
a
of
little
tea.
bit this time.
Hi, Jamie. Welcome to the show. What's the temperature in Houston, Texas today, Vanessa?
Today it is a nice balmy 62 degrees.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
perfection.
so it's
Perfect.
not it's actually someone who lives in Houston as well. She wrote on her Instagram, the weather is finally tolerable. And I
Mm,
wrote back, I was like, yes,
yes.
finally.
60s is great. That's wonderful. Hi,
Oh yeah.
Sherry and Debbie. Welcome to the show. And Sabine, how are you? Sabine was
How it,
just in Madrid and she went to the pen show in Madrid.
oh,
She
oh,
has
how
lovely taste in
nice.
pens. I love seeing what she picks up. She offered to go visit Angelina, and I like missed her second message. Um, I could have had her Raz. 38 degrees here in Oregon. Wow.
Oh,
Let's see where Boston's at, folks.
gosh. Let's see if I'm trying
It
to
was
turn up
cold
the
this morning.
how do I turn up
30,
the my
33 degrees here.
oh, that's chilly.
It is
See,
chilly.
there's just a fine line between, where it's a little bit too cold, but then it's just right. So it's just in the 30s, that's a
A
little
little
bit
too
too
cold.
cold for my
I can
taste.
handle
A little too
30s,
cold.
as long as there's no wind, you know? I'm busting out all of our
Oh
warm clothes.
gosh.
Yes,
I
because
know, like the
once the
wind,
wind
and
rips
then it's
through,
like, oh, like just the
that
thought of
adds a
that just,
whole element.
ah,
Sherry says, "I like it
yes.
clear and cold. The air is fresh." Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I like that too. It's nice when it's like that.
I don't
I
dislike
just
cold weather.
I'm just so happy that it's not 100 degrees.
I'm happy for you.
That's what, because that's what it typically most of the year it's like hot.
Yeah.
It's like Houston, Texas weather is very unpredictable, and for the most part, it's hot. You can always
Mhm.
expect it to be hot, so you wear layers. Even if it's
Peel
cold,
them
you
off
wear
as the day
layers.
goes. Yeah,
Exactly.
that makes
So,
sense.
yeah,
That makes
but
sense.
yeah,
How
it's
was your
been nice.
Thanksgiving?
It's good.
Yeah.
Everything's going
Did you
good.
cook?
Yeah. No.
God, no.
Oh,
You're
heavens,
like,
no.
"Yuck."
No, no. Oh goodness. No, we ordered all that.
Oh, nice. That's actually great. I mean, Thanksgiving is my one holiday off. I mean, the fam
Yeah.
cook, you know, we have raviolis and my mother-in-law's and my boys like veto, they do not eat any of the turkey fixins at Grammy's. And then we go to my mom's for dessert and then they'll eat turkey at my mom's and dessert. But I have the day off, which is great because I'm a big
Yeah.
Black Friday shopper. So I do Christmas and Easter. So Thanksgiving is so easy for me. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's what we usually for the most I mean, we used to do all of that for a long time, but then you start finding like our local store or HEB does like the whole thing. Turkey, stuffing, all of that. So that's we were just kind of like, let's do that instead of
You just like turkey dinner for 4. I'll be there to pick it up.
pretty much. Yeah.
That's
And it's
awesome.
it's so much easier that way. No, not
Yeah,
much stress
Thanksgiving's a lot
involved.
of work. It really
It
is. I hope
is.
everybody in the chat had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you,
Yes.
Joseph, for your greetings and Thanksgiving. Best pen show this week. Wow. Oh, why, thank you. Are you referring to this pen show? We
I hope
appreciate
you're
that.
yes,
Or
the
did you
Juicy
attend the
Bronx.
best pen show of the week?
Yeah. Or are you currently attending it in
Yes.
this chat?
So what do we should we start with our bag? And I have a new bag to
Sure.
share.
I do
And
too.
all right. Oh gosh, we're bad. Okay, what you go first.
I don't know. It's not that bad. It didn't break the bank or anything, but it is, I'll just show you.
Oh,
Okay. Maybe we'll see if people
That
get
was
it.
a pregnant pause. I was like,
I
wow.
know. I was trying to decide if I should say more about it or let people see it and kind of be like, wait a minute.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Let's see. Is it more from? Ooh, that is
So
gorgeous. I
this is a
love
carpet
the
bag.
shape of that. It's a
Mhm.
carpet bag. Is that like tapestry?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Does anyone recognize this pattern by any chance? It's from one of the best movies ever made.
Oh, gosh.
Does anyone recognize Room
Somebody does.
237?
Oh,
Yes, you win, Julia. It's from The Shining. Thank you very much. This is the
oh, the
carpet.
room key. I thought you meant the,
237 is
I thought you
where
meant the bag was from. I wouldn't have known it either
no, the
way.
bag, the whole thing. There's a whole theme going here. There's
Oh,
a whole
girl,
theme.
tell me all about it.
Okay, so this is the pattern of the carpet of the hotel overlook, the hotel in The Shining.
That is so freaking cool.
So when I
Where
saw
did you
it
find this?
on Etsy,
That is unbelievable.
I know, I saw it. I was like, oh my gosh. Because it's a classic movie. I'm a very big Stanley Kubrick fan. And so they had a charm that you could clip to your purse for
For the
room
room.
key for 237
I
where
can't believe how many people in the chat knew exactly what that was.
that's why I was like, come on, you guys have to know this.
Look at this
This is
lineup
like
of
huge
people who
pop
knew.
culture.
Hi,
So
Kate.
yeah, room 237 is haunted, as everyone knows, by the creepy woman. And then I'm not finished, folks. I also got the matching coin purse.
Oh my gosh. I really love it.
And inside this coin purse, I have my weapon.
How appropriate. Because you need a weapon if you're staying in that hotel.
Oh yeah, you need something. So
defend yourself.
does anyone know which weapon Jack used in The Shining that is very famous? Anyone?
The axe?
That's right.
Yes.
And in my hands, I have a little miniature axe.
Oh, and she even has a case for it.
It's very sharp. It came with its own
I'm
little
home.
knife stripper. It's like, yeah. So I couldn't really tear down any doors with this, but yes, so I have a nice little hatchet axe. Yeah.
We have a lot of Shining fans here.
I know, it's a classic. I mean, if you know, so it looks very cute with the coin purse, with
It
the
complements
carpet
it quite
pattern.
nicely.
Very much so.
Was
I
that
would like.
also on Etsy, or did you already have the
I
axe?
found this one on Amazon because I
Okay.
was like, I need a miniature axe to go with this.
I lie awake at night thinking that
I
I need a
was-
miniature.
So yeah, I need a miniature axe to go with my Shining bag. And so
mini axe.
yes, the mini axe. And then of course the pen to go with this whole entire coin purse, axe ensemble would be the Estherbrook Raven, of course.
Of course. This is going to be a tough act to follow today.
That's what I was so excited to show this to you all.
It is so good. Chef's kiss.
Right?
Fantastic.
I was so excited to see these. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I know it. Red rum.
So my husband had a really strange experience.
Yeah, that is a piece of Americana.
That is, you know what I love about that? And then I want to share a quick story. I love that if you know, you know, it's one of those things, like it doesn't scream anything, but as you're walking through,
Yeah.
like I would not have known that stuff, but everybody
That's what
who
I've been
knows,
carrying it around. Oh, hold on. We got a guest.
we knew we were going to have a couple
the
guests.
charm, so I don't have the money, but
Why are you airing your public business on my show?
because I don't care.
I care.
They can know my business.
We don't need to do this.
Hi,
Well, it's
Erin.
my
How
money.
are you, cutie?
Anyways, that's what I'm at right now.
Terrific. Thank
Right?
you. Yes.
So where's the wire cutters? Where did you put that?
I didn't touch those. Bye-bye.
That's her weapon for next week.
Oh, show
Yes,
them how cute my
wire cutters.
sweatshirt is.
Yes. Bye.
That's really cute.
See you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
What does it say? Angie had one that said text when you get home a few years ago. I love that picture. T-shirt.
I have no idea what it says, but yeah, she's new tattoo. No, not this time. Thank goodness. No new tattoos for her. My
I
gosh.
think Angie's going to come home with another one from Spain. She's
Oh,
got the
what?
Barcelona tile on her arm.
Oh goodness.
Mhm.
I mean, I understand it's her body and all, but it's just, I cringe every time she does something. I'm just like, why? You're so young. Why? Why?
It's a big superstar in the making, huh?
Oh, you have no idea. This girl is, yeah, yeah.
She's great. All right, so I'm going to tell a quick Shining story. I'll make it
Okay.
a minute long. So Jay's company bought a hotel pre-pandemic, like to have all of their functions at in Florida. And then the pandemic hit, and of course, like nobody was going there. Post-pandemic, they slowly started to get people to go down to the hotel, but they would
Yeah.
have to quarantine and everything before they could do any business. And they send everybody home on the weekends. It was some case where he was doing a training on Friday and then something on Monday, and he was the only one in the hotel.
Oh, that
Except
is
for
so
the
cool.
bartender. He
Shut
said-
up.
So there was like someone working the restaurant, and he's like, I actually felt like Jack Nicholson. He's like, I was like walking through the halls. It was eerie because literally nobody was there but me. Like
Oh
I was
my
waiting for a training.
gosh.
I don't know if they like made an exception, or I don't remember all the parameters around it, but he said it was like his real life shining moment because he was the only person in the hotel besides the staff.
That is so cool.
He
And
said it
yes,
was
Debbie, the Overlook is based on the Stanley over in Estes Park. I have visited that hotel. I did as a teenager, and I was very excited to
wow.
see that. Yeah, I'm like, I've been a fan of this movie, that and Urban Cowboy, for a very long time. Both of them made approximately, I think Urban Cowboy was 81, Shining
Mhm.
was 1980, so
Mhm.
about the same time frame. But
Wow.
yes.
That's really cool. I don't even want to go now. Mine's really boring, but I'll go. I shall go nonetheless.
You shall go. You shall go
I shall
regardless.
go. So I worked with this brand Teddy Blake before,
Mhm.
and I just did another little deal with them, and I chose this beautiful black.
Oh, pretty.
Oh, did I leave? I have it's just from Amazon, a notebook cover that matches this, but I wanted like a tote bag that was dressy if I wanted it to be, or casual if I wanted it to be, and just not too structured. And this just like really fit the bill. This is the
Oh, yeah.
Nina Croc.
That's
Um,
beautiful.
And their whole thing at Teddy Blake is they're like luxury for less. Like they have a lot of they're all Italian made in Italy, and they've gotten a lot of the designers from big fashion houses to come work for them.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you've seen the guy on the internet who deconstructs bags.
Yes.
Here's
It's like
some art.
Tanner Leatherstein.
Yeah,
Yeah, I watch him.
yes, he's awesome.
Yeah.
So like he'll tell you what it's really worth based on,
Right.
he'll give you an estimate on the labor and the quality. And he took apart a Teddy Blake bag, and he had great
Oh, he did?
reviews.
Oh.
Yeah, because this is about a $450 bag, and he said that is a really good value compared to like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, and all the big
Right.
fashion houses that are like 3,000 plus at this stage of the game.
Right.
So what I really love about this though is that it has this gorgeous red suede.
I was
Kind of.
seeing the red kind of peeking out. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful.
Yeah, it's really, really lovely. And
Oh,
it's just, it's such a great size. And I feel like you can dress it up or down. And remember when I went to Mont Blanc and I got the little
Oh,
clutch that you can throw in?
yes.
Yeah, so I've just been really having fun with this. So I just did a video on Time with Tata where I compared 3 price ranges. I did like a budget. This was my middle, and then I did like a Louis Vuitton level sort of thing. And
Right.
the whole and I included 2 pens, a tote, a little clutch or pouch to go inside, and in some cases a notebook, depending on what the budget was. But the Louis Vuitton budget was over $5,000. This was like under 900, including the pouch and the 2 pens and the notebook. And then the budget one was under 100. So I thought it was just really fun to compare. And
Yeah.
the whole gist of it was that you can get like classy stuff for less. You don't have
Right.
to.
Like you don't have to spend a whole freaking fortune
Yeah.
to be
And like,
fabulous.
I love this. I love it. And they're very
And that's very
on the
classic.
branding.
I like that. It's not
I
like
have this in
flashy.
camel, which is really gorgeous too.
Oh,
And I do love it. So I
oh,
decided to
nice.
pair it. Well, because I thought we might have a guest today. I'm not sure, but I thought that my new Estherbrook puffer kind of
Oh,
works
yeah.
too. This makes it a little bit more casual, or you can go like a little dressy. That's the beauty of this. But I got my little
Yes.
puffer sleeve, and I put my King of the Night in here.
I love your little pairing earlier today with your jacket and the.
I had my puffer jacket on and my puffer pen sleeve. I'm like,
That was
tell me you're
so.
a pen nerd without saying you're a pen nerd.
I know, right? And if you could have hooked it
I
onto your
resist.
jacket too with like your pen, that would have.
Yeah, I was like, I wear that jacket like that jacket has like been a part of me forever. It's like my thrift jacket because I like a vest so I can be kind of
Yes.
hands-free. And yeah,
Yes.
it was a moment. You got the Estherbrook puff in like a silver.
I
it
did.
not
Yeah,
a
I
gold?
actually, let me see. I have my whole, I put the kit back together so just to show
Oh,
everyone
nice.
the
This is the
writing
new
bundle.
writing bundle.
Right, from Estherbrook. So also Vanessa 10, get you 10% off at esterbrookpens.com. There's my plug. My shameless plug.
Do it.
So,
Go get it.
his name is Tanner Leatherstein. Tanner.Leatherstein. Kate.
He's so good.
Yeah,
He's so
I've been
good.
watching him. He's just over in Dallas. He lives
get
over in
out.
Dallas. Yeah.
He's
So
so
that's I've been watching him since the beginning because that's like anything about
Luxury
stuff like
handbag.
that. Yeah, dissecting it and tearing it, doing stuff like that. I'm very
It's like
much into.
painful to watch him like pour acetone on a Chanel bag and like get a razor
Yeah.
blade, but it's fascinating.
It
And he
is.
just, I mean, he is straightforward. So I was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna, because I was doing a little plug for Teddy Blake on my channel, and I'm like, I'm curious what this dude had to say.
Yeah, what does he
about
have to
this.
say about it, right?
Yeah,
I know,
he
right?
said it was a great value. He did. So I was happy to say that because he was totally like, obviously they sent me the bag, so I was going to say nice things about it. And I love the brand.
And
but
it's beautiful.
It is beautiful and the quality's really nice. But I thought he was a great objective point of view to share with my audience because he was awesome. So
I'm sorry,
show
Kate.
us
I don't know who Doodlebub is. Sorry.
Doodlebud mentioned you in his latest video.
I
Who
just-
did he mention? Vanessa? Miss Vanessa?
I
Doodlebud's great. He does so many great reviews. I've
I
been
feel
watching
so
him.
bad because there's like some I don't keep up. I'm really bad at keeping up with people's videos.
He does a great job. He always starts with Doodlebud. Like that's how he starts.
Really?
I don't know
I'll
what
have
he
to
looks
look-
like because I only see his hands, and he does.
I'll
but
have
he
to
does-
look him up.
He's kind of he's like the scientific brain, so he really breaks things
Oh,
down. He tinkers
okay.
with stuff. I've
Yes.
been looking at the Waterman Kareen, and so he had a video on it. So I just watched one of his videos the other day.
I'll have to go check him out. Yeah, sorry. I was like, dude, who is that? What a fascinating name.
Doodlebud.
I'll
Yeah,
have
he's
to
awesome.
check that out. He has a pleasant voice, so that's always nice. Nice soothing voice.
He does. He's kind of got like a deep, like baritone, like
Oh,
smooth
like-
voice. Yeah.
like Barry White.
Yeah, kind of.
I like Barry White.
Then you'll like Doodlebud.
I'll have to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I saw that, so I have to look that up as soon as the show's over so I could see. But yeah, there's just so many voices out there. It's hard to keep up with everyone.
Yeah, and he's
I feel
actually
so horrible.
He's someone who works with Estherbrook all the time as well.
Okay,
So yeah.
cool. I'll
Yeah.
have to check them out. So writing bundle.
There it is.
So yeah, I got the silver version. Obviously, Lori has the black. So yeah, you open up, and I've already used the the sponge thing. I mean,
I
it's
love
been
his demonstration on that. That was really fantastic.
that's what it's for, right? You're supposed
Use
to write on it and use it. And so I took it downstairs into the sink and washed it. Some ink I could not get out, but it's okay. Again, it's for practice. The only thing is when it dried, it kind of got a little warped. So, well, the next time I dry it, I think I need to lay it flat. And when it's just damp,
of it.
put like a heavy book on it to make it flat. So
Yeah.
I might have to do that again. But I think that's really cool that this was included.
I love it. You know what I was also thinking after I saw your demonstration? Because I always have like napkins hanging around for like, like that would be great to just keep by your side as you're like filling, not even to trace the letters, just as something that you can just rinse and reuse and you can get all your ink out.
Well, that, and as I was using it, I was thinking, and I was in the kitchen at the time, I was like, this would actually clean counters really well.
I bet
It actually was, it was very like, I was like, I could probably wipe down the kitchen
I
counter
think you
with
should
this.
show that in a reel this week.
I think I might,
Well,
because I was like, this, I think this could really clean my countertops like really well.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it, but I was really, really close. So
I think it's a nib cleaner thing, isn't it? Yes. Hi, Shannon. How are you, honey? He watches you on Instagram. He plugged you, Vanessa. You better go watch him.
oh, it must have been just recent. Yeah, I haven't been on Instagram. It's been a little bit. I mean, I went to announce the show, of course, but that's it. We also have a cute little journal.
I love the
in
artwork
here.
on this.
I do too. It reminds me of just some artwork, art that was made more like in the 1990s and with all the silhouettes.
And
and stuff.
abstract and fun. And
Yeah. But what I really like on the inside is you have these references to, practicing cursive letters. So if you really wanted to, you could get like a piece of onion skin or transparent paper and just trace over this.
Great idea. Mhm.
Just as a way. So you have your uppercase under the front cover, and then on the back cover, you have your lowercase. And the paper is fountain pen friendly. I would hope so.
Yeah.
That would be very embarrassing for Estherbrook.
Yeah. How dare they even think of it? I don't know that I wrote in mine just yet. I just did a little sample
It's
test.
nice.
It's
the paper seems real nice.
yeah.
Oh, you did the sample. That's what I just said. So my quote, I do like the lines. So just as soon as you choose you, as soon as you choose you,
yeah,
everything else chooses you too.
Oh,
this is your season.
I love that. Thanks for that, Vanessa.
You're welcome.
Inspirational quote from Vanessa.
You're welcome. And then here's the silver. So it's very metallic in here. So yeah, it's very silver. It's mushy. And it's
what a great idea to do a puffer pen sleeve.
I know. I mean, I was talking to Ryan was in Houston a couple of weeks ago at Drongles, and Ryan said that this was Bryan's idea, was to make it, because that's why I said it's like a winter jacket.
Yeah, it's so cute.
And it's just very like mushy.
It is. It's
I
so
don't
great.
know. It's crazy.
And I love that it's got like the little clip too. You can click it on to like the outside of your bag if you'd like.
Yeah. And it also has, you could tighten it up so your pen won't fall out, and you could clip it. I'm gonna clip it to my necklace here.
You can look like a gangsta.
Yeah.
A gangsta that you are.
This won't. I can't do it. Oh, here it goes.
Yeah, mine is
I might be able to do it. Oh well. But yeah, it's very cool. You could fit like 2 pens in there, I think. I only did the one. But
I'm like hanging mine off of my bag. How's that look?
It actually goes very nicely with the black on black.
Black on black on black. I love that.
Black on black's the king of the night. Where's my raven? Oh, there you are, honey. I'll put you back in here.
Right near the axe.
It's right next to the axe. Yeah, 2 of them. They're actually kind of snug, but they're not gonna. It doesn't feel like they're gonna hurt or scratch each other very much. So, yeah, 2 pens, maybe a pen and a pencil. Or heaven forbid you put a ballpoint in there.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't know. There's mine.
I like it.
Yeah.
So
it's probably great that we're talking about Estherbrook right now, because it just so happens we have a special guest who'd like to join the stage.
We have a guest, everyone.
Unannounced.
And it's not Yost.
Everybody, let's hear a nice round of applause for Bryan.
It's Bryan Holder. Oh my gosh.
What's happening, guys? How are you?
We were just talking about the Estherbrook bundle, the new bundle set.
Oh, is that your bag of the week?
What? That's her bag of the week.
Whoa.
I got the black
Let's
one.
Let's see if Bryan recognizes my bag of the week.
Oh, I'll be impressed.
I don't know this pattern.
Do you recognize this pattern?
I don't know. It looks expensive though.
Does it? Because it's not.
No?
No.
I like it.
Cooler than you think it is.
It's very cool. I like the key tab too.
Mhm.
That's for room 237 at the Overlook Hotel.
Wow.
From The Shining.
Oh.
The
I didn't get it
Shining.
either.
It's the carpet textile. Oh my
Isn't that
gosh.
cool?
That
It
is
was
very
lost
cool.
on us. Yeah,
I
so
had no
cool.
idea.
Shame on
It's a
you.
little obscure.
Kate says, I'm loving my Jurassic with the Fude.
Oh, the Jurassic's really
Jurassic Park
pretty.
SD.
I get like electric shocks when I hear about Jurassic because it's been a real challenge to deliver.
Really?
And
What's going
Why?
on?
Yeah, just it turns out that producing things is painful, and
Oh.
it's not that easy. So we, we staggered the shipments, so they were arriving in different waves. And the first ones went out, and they went to our international, and then our domestic people were saying, "Well, what about us? Like, you forgot about us," because we were releasing Jurassic for like different events that were happening around the world. We said, okay, you can offer Jurassic if you're having a special event in your shop, but you really can't sell it online because we have to control some people. Yoast. Yeah. No, but we have to be careful. We try to launch things together as one big family globally, which is not easy because there's time frames and, we're selling these products in different parts of the world. So we said, okay, you can have these events and you can offer Jurassic and you can promote them. Just don't sell it online. So we had an event in Turkey. We had an event at Tokyo Pen Show. We were doing an event at the Paper Mouse.
Yeah,
so
Boston.
we
Outside Boston.
Yeah, so we had different people going live with Jurassic. So we wanted to make sure that we were taking care of those people first. So we delivered all those pens, and then turns out we were out of stock. And so we weren't able to deliver the other people. And so, yeah, it's been a little bit of a grind. It hasn't been so easy. But they're coming in, week by week.
I did get to see them in Houston when Ryan was here a couple weeks back. So
'cause they had a
they're
special
really
event.
pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what Houston had their thing as the Paper Mouse was doing their thing. So yeah. And Ryan told me that this pen sleeve was your concept. Can you explain how you came up with this concept?
Yeah, the first one was like furry, like Uggs. And then the second round, we received like these, there were these eyewear cases for Montclair. It was actually an eyewear case for the glasses, and it was Montclair glasses. And of course, Montclair jackets kind of feel like this, right? And look like this.
Yeah, they're really.
So I was like, wow, how cool. It's so different, because when you think about a pen case, you think of the old traditional pen case. It's leather. Everybody has that. So we always try to do something a little bit different.
I thought it was
love
brilliant.
it.
I think it's really fun.
So, yeah, nobody's doing anything like this.
No.
It's fun.
I mean, it's awesome.
And I love that the two of you already have it. You have it connected to your bag. I mean, that's the whole concept.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to connect it to my necklace so I can
It's
wear
adorable.
it like a pendant, but
That would
Yeah.
be strange.
I can't get
That
it
would be
to do it.
strange.
I matched my pen case today. I wore my puffer vest with my puffer.
yeah, it was very smart.
Love it.
Yeah, we went out together. It was fun.
It's cold in the Northeast.
It is cold. We were sharing temperatures at the start of the show. We 33 degrees.
Yeah, it's
where
very
I'm
nice
at
here.
right
We got
now.
a nice 62 degrees today.
Yeah, we like this though. Like cloudy, might snow. We kind of look forward to that in the Northeast.
good.
I mean, I think the rest of
Really?
the country, they're like, really, you want snow? I'm like,
Yeah.
we
That's
want
what-
Definitely.
like
It's always
beautiful
like I'm
here.
praying for snow before Christmas. And then once January hits, I'm like, I can do without. But like I always really want a ton of snow.
Can you imagine to go through life as a child and not have a snow day?
Yeah. Well, we
You know what
did.
it means to have a snow day in January in the middle of the month, and like all of a sudden it snows and you're off on a Thursday and
It's so
there's no
exciting.
school?
My kids had this thing where it was one of their kindergarten teachers. I'm sure it's like all around. But if you do something like you wear your pajamas backwards and you flush the toilet 3 times and like it was like doing a rain dance, but it was like a snow dance to get a snow day. And the amount of times like, kids would just pray for the snow day. Yeah.
Just to
Yeah,
get out
we
of
don't get
school.
snow days anymore.
No?
So I think this year could be a snow day year, except my kids are too old.
Julia's like, no, thank you. I know. It's like, I see y'all shoveling snow and having to get heated toilet seats and stuff like that. I couldn't imagine having to
Car
freeze my
starter.
ass
You
off.
need the car starter. to keep it
I
warm.
mean, no, thank you.
The Canadians saw like 2 feet of snow this week.
Ooh,
So,
Yeah. Syracuse got
sounds
hammered. Didn't they get like 13
yes.
inches or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
goodness.
This is a question I have had. Oh, wait, not that one. But wait, I almost got another one when I saw the Food and stuff. Oh, there. Kate is praising the Food nib on her Jurassic.
Great.
Um,
Happy
And
she's enjoying it.
who was the
Yeah.
Nibmeister for the Fude Nib for this
Josh
one?
Lax.
Oh, okay.
So Josh, JJ Lax, he was with me at the Paper Mouse in Boston. What a great shop. I mean, for me to go there and experience what they saw that day, I mean, I didn't know what to expect. They're a small little boutique. They have
It's such a
great
cute
brands,
shop.
all these great little Japanese brands. And they said it was the 9th anniversary. All right, 9th anniversary. I thought it was 10th anniversary, but I'll go for the 9th anniversary. And so we had an event. We brought Josh. They have like a space next door that's just kind of open for activities. And so he did a seminar in the morning and then had his usual nib meetings with different people, and they booked them out throughout the day. There were hundreds of people that came through all day long. Hundreds of people. Just congratulating them for, celebrating their time in this business. And they're just really wonderful people. They took the entire staff to Japan last year.
Oh my God.
I need to go work there.
Just to be inspired and to, because
Wow.
they don't have great turnover. A lot of the people in the store have been there for a long time. They're very knowledgeable. What a great staff. I really enjoyed being there. And, I don't have to do these events, obviously. I'm involved in so many other parts of the business, but I like getting my hands dirty. I like meeting the people, literally, because you can see I've been testing this today. And yeah, so, but it was really nice.
I was sad I couldn't make it. My son was coming in from New York. His train was in at 12:30, but I saw Kate had reached out to me and it looked like it was a fantastic day. They kind of give me Yoseka vibes, the feeling of that shop.
Yeah, they're so warm. They're inviting. They're knowledgeable. They sell everything from small papers and stationery and now they have Estherbrook. So it's not really a pen shop. It's a stationer that has pens, and they're very knowledgeable around pens. They have Sailor. They have some of the top brands, and now Estherbrook is part of it. So we finally got together, and I found that they're representing one of the other brands that is new to our portfolio. So I was excited about that as well.
That's so exciting.
And what new brand would that be, Bryan?
So kind of why I wanted to come on the show to, chat with you all about what's happening in the industry and of course Estherbrook, but also that, the parent company for Estherbrook is Kenro Industries. You know that, we represent Monte Grappa, Aurora, we have Schaefer. So we've been a writing brand distributor for over 30 years. So this is the first time we've added an accessory that's in writing, but exclusively related to another category, and it's ink. And we've seen some great things happening with ink in the industry. I always laugh, or I'm always wonder when I see how many people, how many inks people buy at pen shows, and they go home with the whole. And I know that cabinet behind you, Vanessa, is full of inks.
Yeah.
But apparently it's still going strong. People are buying pens. They're writing every day. They like to try different inks. And the company that we've built a relationship with over the years is Ferris Wheel Press. We first had our collaboration last year with the Nebulous Plume. You all remember this little box. But they've been struggling in the US. They really haven't had a sales team. They just kind of had this distribution center in the United States, and they had a salesperson that was going around. But it's a little different in how we operate the business. We like to go to events. We like to go to the pen shows. We like to be part of that experience because I think there's so much to learn as a brand by going and meeting with the people and going to a pen show. I mean, who goes to a pen show? People who love pens and are passionate about it. I mean, most of the people that come to the show know way more about fountain pens than I do. That's for sure. And all the different brands. I'm learning every day. So they like us. We've had this good relationship with doing what we did with Nebulous Plume, and now we're planning a new project in collaboration together for 2025. So we got into conversation about, how we could help them. They have some exciting things that are happening with their brand next year. They're not just ink, they do pens and they do some other cool little figures and things that hold the inks and so forth. But we think it's great. I mean, we're we're already planning. It's a zoo here. You can see that there's boxes everywhere, and they're coming and going, and it's wild today. I mean, hundreds of packages are going out the door. So it's a little bit of a zoo, but you still have to plan for next year. I mean, the year ends, and we're going to Philly. And right after Philly, we're going to Los Angeles. And then we're going to, I think there's
starts all over.
There's a craft show in Houston. And then there's something going on in Portland and Baltimore. So we roll right into it. But the exciting thing is we're not just going to have Estherbrook and our other brands at these shows. We are going to have a proper presentation of Ferris Wheel Press.
That is so fabulous.
We're going to have inks and tester cards and pens, and we're just going to do it how we do with Estherbrook. So I think people will be pretty excited for that, because it's hard to haul ink, especially if you're a retailer. You know, you think about a retailer like Dromgools, who travels from Houston and drives, you know, across the states.
Yeah.
He drives because it's too expensive to ship this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's fortunate that, you know, he's able to do that, because I don't know how we're going to. I'm certainly not driving.
He pulls like a huge trailer to all these shows.
Wow.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Think that Estherbrook and Ferris Wheel Press are both so fantastic.
I mean, that's like
I think it's a great union, because I admire the marketing from both brands so much.
Definitely.
I think
definitely
they're the best. They're so good.
They're really good. That's one thing that I was impressed with Ferris Wheel Press when they first came out, was definitely their design department. They really have it going on. Their, you know, the labeling, the box design for their inks, the ink bottles themselves, the, you know, the whole thing is just, and I think that's a really great fit for Kenro.
We have a great theme for next year too, because there's some storytellers. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, so you're bringing back storytellers?
They're great storytellers. Yeah.
Oh, they are. I thought you were bringing back storytellers. That was a short series from.
Oh, okay. No, this one is has its own theme, and so the pen and ink will match, and it has a whole.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sounds great.
I'm just leaving this question up here because Shari asked it earlier, and I am also curious, and because you have nothing else to think about, Bryan. So now we're going to start pressuring you for the Bunga Box collab.
Sure. So I was in Tokyo, and if you're familiar with Bunga Box, you know how very particular she is, Karu. She's very particular when it comes to how she wants things done, how she wants the packaging. And I'll tell you, we don't receive returns on boxes from any other distributor but Japan. When we send something to Japan, if there's a tiny little crease on the side, or if something is kind of out of place on the box and there's a simple wrinkle, they say they need new packages. They need new boxes. They need new sleeves. They want them perfect and pristine. So the Japanese are just very much like this. They want things to be perfect. They want it to be new. They want it to feel good. And so working with Karu is pretty much the same. She wants her colors. She wants the percentages of colors within the rod. So this time around, we've been working on it since the first introduction. They were out here for the San Francisco show, and I met them, and we reviewed some new potential rods, you know, for this next color version. And so we had those rods. She approved them. We had them turned into pens. I brought them to Tokyo, presented, and she approved. So it's happening. Yeah, everything's going well. Yeah, so we're definitely going to have this next collaboration. I'm thinking like beginning of April.
Okay.
So yes, there will be a part 2, but it's different than the original. This is the bird theme. So this will be part 2, and the material is beautiful. I love it. So
all right,
that'll be great.
That's what we were wanting.
There's another collaboration that's coming from us like in March that's, I think, going to shock a lot of people.
Gosh, you're like dropping all these little bombs all over the place. So you guys are hearing it here first. First on Juicy Broads. Thank you.
Juicy Bros.
And a Juicy Bro with a Juicy Bro.
Julia wants to know, is Kenro acquiring or just working closely?
No. Kenro is a U.S. distributor. So the only brand we own is Estherbrook. So for Ferris Wheel Press, we would be the U.S. distributor for their inks.
Very excited.
People are pretty excited about it because it's not so easy to ship, you know, small orders from Canada. Yeah. I think, you know, also I think the exposure we're going to get from being at all the pen shows and all that you guys do, you know, and just spreading the word about the shows. When you walk an event, like you're telling thousands of people what's happening and what's going on. So very thankful, you know, to have people like yourselves in the industry who are so passionate about pens and writing. And so we as a brand, Estherbrook, couldn't have done it without all of you. So we appreciate all of you.
We have a lot of great people in the chat too, who I know are very passionate about Estherbrook and share their love.
Did you see this little guy? I'm looking over the wrong shoulder.
Yeah, that's so cute.
That
I
is
saw that
so
it's available
cute.
for purchase through the email that was
so-
dropped like today or yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so-
cute.
You know what I found was
Something
impressive
fun.
about that is that it's stainless inside. Like it looks
Oh,
as
it
if
is?
yeah, no, that is like that's not messing around.
Oh, wow.
It's lined. Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
What they
so
call like vacuum sealed. So it keeps it hot.
very
Really
nice.
I just
Oh.
didn't know if there was a
Wow.
coffee pen around the bend with that.
That would
coffee
be pretty
release.
cool if there were. Oh, okay. Well, that's
We know nothing. Vanessa and I know nothing. I just
I
saw that and I
actually-
was like,
I listen, you guys. I'm always like trying to pull the information out from Bryan. Like, come on, tell
Yeah.
me more.
You were almost beating me over the head for some information over the weekend,
Yes, I was.
last weekend.
That's okay, but I figured it out. I took the puzzle pieces
Yeah.
and solved that problem.
pretty exciting stuff. How does one get an Estherbrook writing bundle? Would it come with the Jurassic?
We didn't offer it with the Jurassic. We offered it with the traditional models. So any of our core Estes is available
Yeah.
with the writing
This
bundle.
one, this
And
is-
Back
mean-
to the Land.
I thought this looked really pretty with the journal, the botanical gardens. So
We-
yeah,
It's hard because, you know, we started shipping Jurassic and then those who bought the Jurassic would not be happy that they didn't get a writing bundle. So we just kind of separated the two. But if he wants to write us directly at info@estherbrookpens.com, and if he orders a Jurassic from us, I'll make sure he gets a box.
oh, that's
Very
nice.
That's very nice.
Wow,
Only for the juicy broads.
that's right.
We appreciate it.
And use coupon code Vanessa10. I dropped that everywhere. I mean, it's like,
It's
great.
it has influence.
I hope so.
Yes to the coffee pen. People are very excited.
I know. I think that would be cool. The coffee pen, which actually Kenra is a distributor of Schaefer.
Wafer, which
So
that
Yeah.
one's
Speaking
done
of coffee
well.
pens,
Yeah,
this little guy is a lot of fun.
Oh
that
yeah.
one's really pretty.
So yeah, I've been enjoying
That one's
it.
done very well because of the price point as
The
well.
price is
Every
like-
time it comes into stock, it seems to sell. on
Yeah,
all the
it's
sites.
good for the price point. It's a great pen.
It
So
really
that's,
is.
yeah, that's.
Oh, wait a
nice
second.
one.
Julia wants to know, will Jurassic be available on the Estherbrook site soon? I haven't seen them on there.
December 6th.
There you go.
December
It's
6th.
not very far away.
We're going live. That was the official launch date.
The
So that
6th,
means
yeah,
Yoast is probably going live on the 5th.
right. You know, he said he was going to be here in the comments, but he sent me this photo earlier because he actually wanted to be on the show. I wondered, should I show this photo or not?
I think it's hysterical.
So he said, what did he write?
So he
You're
asked
too-
to come on the show.
Yeah, he actually, I was like, yeah, that'd be fun to have, everybody else on here. So he wrote to me, he says, I'm too tired to join in and I got this photo. That
He's
poor
too
guy
tired.
he's like so,
It's late night over there.
I've liked his content recently, though. It's really great.
funny.
it's really funny.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
I've been
great.
like laughing, like
I've
the
been
one from
enjoying it.
today was
good.
awesome.
I know. Kate, this is just what happens. I wasn't going to buy another SD. I just bought a King of the Night just after Halloween. I could not hold out on the King of the Night. It's
I
just
could
too
not.
beautiful.
Yeah, the King of the Night. That is like, I know I got
Really
that thing up here
pretty.
somewhere.
Mhm.
That one
Yeah.
is
It's
great.
just gorgeous.
So,
I think of it as a Christmas pen.
I think it
Look at
is
how
a-
different they are.
all
too.
year round. I
so
know.
nice.
It's like mine has the perfect amount of red swirl
Yeah,
in it.
it's really
So,
beautiful. I have oxblood in here. It's such a beautiful writer.
So, Lori,
Yeah.
where do you use your pens? Like, do you report to an office every day? Do you go in? Do you see people outside the pen community? And are you
I
using
am.
your
Well,
phone?
I mean, I have my thrift channel. That's my main job. Is
Sure.
Lori's Boston Found. So it's just mostly here. Just a lot of journaling and
Okay.
planning. I'm
Sure.
relatively active in the planner community as well. And I'm just a sucker for a good collection, and I just can't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have a pretty amazing collection, don't you?
I have those are my
Whoa.
thingies in here. Yeah, well, it's funny because I have to stop buying in this family. I'm always buying like browns and tans. I just bought the tortoise because I didn't know why I didn't have that.
You
It's a
forgot
classic.
my number.
It
You
is a
forgot my
classic.
telephone number.
Oh,
You forgot to text me.
well, I had some credit at Atlas. I didn't want to bug you, so I was like, I am going to
You're
just
never a bug.
use my credit.
Atlas
over
was
there.
a zoo this weekend.
I
Oh,
bet.
I
can't
they
even
will-
imagine. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I'm sure they're just crazy. All these retailers have been off the hook lately. So
Yeah.
it's
And
an
it's
exciting
global
season.
too. Like there's this movement globally around fountain pens. And it's interesting because a lot of the people who've been doing it for a long time who weren't online and weren't part of the social community, you start to see them start to get engaged. And they're starting to figure it out also. So it's kind of growing, where you didn't know about fountain pens unless you visited the fountain pen shop in your neighborhood or you had received the fountain pen hospital catalog. That's just how it was 10 years ago or 15 years ago. You didn't know about pens. Now, like the people in our industry are so creative. Like the word is just spreading and there's momentum around this wonderful
There's
community
huge
that's just
momentum.
Yeah.
full
There's
of
like
gratitude.
it's experiencing like a renaissance right now.
Yeah.
Fountain pens and it's like people of all ages, really young to really ancient people.
Really
Everybody's like really, really old people.
Yeah, and I also think that a lot of the women have really
Yeah,
pushed this.
Yeah.
definitely.
They're
Yeah, I
just
mean, I'll tell you, if I was at a pen show 10 years ago before Instagram and I was behind the counter and the gentleman was coming to my table to look at a Monte Grappa or an Omas or one of the other brands we represented, and he was looking to purchase another pen and the wife was with him, she was there with the elbow saying, you don't need another pen. Now the whole show is women. And if they bring their guy, he's the one nudging, do we really need another pen?
yeah.
But, yeah, so it circled around.
It's so
for
crazy.
sure. Yeah. Summer Pearl says, "Oh my gosh, Estherbrook is the brand that made me fall in love with pens. My first was an SD, and I've bought every model since. Designs.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
the thing about it's almost like hard to even justify because you're like it's a Yovo nib, but I keep buying them, and it is like the perfect size, and they always write beautifully. Do you guys tune them before they go out?
They get checked on the way out, that's for sure.
Yeah, because like they're always great.
I
writers.
see you. I see what you wrote there. That's funny. Sorry.
Oh, this is awesome, Carmen. I just saw a 22-year-old today with a fountain pen.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I don't believe
that's
it.
awesome.
That's cool. My son's 22. I still can't get him to write with
Yeah,
a fountain pen. He's so stubborn.
my daughter's the same.
They're so stubborn.
Yeah,
At least they're using a pen.
a
so-
great
Yeah,
question. What does
we
Bryan
still
think
learn.
of the Wicked influence? And will
Oh.
Estherbrook be doing a collab?
That would
Whoa.
be interesting.
That would be.
This is why I come to your show. I'm not familiar with the Wicked
Oh, come on.
influence.
Wicked is taking over the world right
Yeah.
now.
It's
Oh,
Bryan-
Wicked. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The
Wicked.
musical
Yes.
Wicked. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that would certainly be a nice collab.
like a pink one and a green one.
Pink and a green.
Certainly.
I feel like you don't even have to get licensing rights.
Oh.
You could probably
Just make a pink and green one and
yeah,
just
so
name
actually, that's a question. So for Jurassic, there's no, you can just use
it.
that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean, if we said Jurassic Park, that would have been a problem.
Yeah. Then there would
We're
be a
just using the
problem.
language and playing on the theme. But I think for Wicked, if you're a brand, and if for Estherbrook, like if we were going to do it, we would want to do it right. Like everything
Yeah.
we're doing is like we're taking another step forward. We're trying to improve the packaging. Now, what we're thinking about is like in-store experiences. We're thinking about the show. How can we upgrade what we're doing at shows? How can we upgrade the experience for people when they come to our table and they're trying the different pens?
Mhm.
Because we keep refining. I mean, that's the word we've used in the company for so many years. And like, we need to continue to refine. We have to get better. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Wicked would look at our brand and say, sorry, little children, we're not really interested in working.
I hear
with
what
you."
you're saying. Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
But Peanuts is big, and
Yeah.
they're forcing our hand, and we're developing in the background all of these parts, you know, the
Mm.
packaging, and it has to, every point has to be approved, every little part of the product, from the packaging to the print on the pieces. And so,
What a great experience though, to
Yeah.
be able to work with
yeah,
peanuts.
they're
I'm really
terrific.
excited
I
to
mean,
see what you guys end up doing with all that. I think it's, you
did
know,
I mention that making things is hard?
yes, yes, you did.
Yeah.
I
But fun.
I worked at American Girl for almost 10 years. And I, for years, was just like, when are they going to start doing some collaborations? But they kind of just carried their own brand for so long. Like it started the Pleasant
Oh,
Company.
makes so much sense.
And so, but I think, well, they're now owned by Mattel. Mattel bought them in the early 2000s. And then the brand, I think, is struggling a bit because with technology, there was less doll play, you know, through the
Mhm.
years.
Sure.
But it's still like an experience. And so when I worked there, they used to focus a lot on the experience in the New York City store and just what the girls like. I worked in events, and we would do like duck tours in Boston, and we collaborated with the Boston Ballet, and we would do
Oh,
field trips
wow.
outside of the store. And it
Wow.
was, but now I think the brand is struggling a bit. And but now they're finally collaborating. So like they have an Alphaba outfit, and then they had, you know, Glinda and
There's so
Alphaba.
many
Oh, that's so
fashion brands
cute.
that they could work with, right? I mean, they could
Yeah,
work with
they
an
worked
eyewear
with
company.
Love Shack Fancy. They worked with
Oh.
Janie and Jack, and they finally, which I knew this was going to happen, it was just a matter of time before they collaborated with Disney. So now the American Girl dolls, they have the, like, for me, that kind of takes away from the brand.
Yeah, I mean,
But
yeah.
I think they just needed it. I think they need it. But it's really interesting to see, you know, when we would partner with people, and it didn't really happen until later with the brand. But I think it's really interesting.
And they
Listen,
say
guys,
that
if your
Disney
daughter
is very tough.
if your daughter has an American Girl doll problem, I have the perfect solution. It cured us from having to buy $100 dolls all the time. Show your daughter the movie Chucky. Solves everything.
She won't want any dolls.
She didn't want them after that.
Somehow I believe that you have a Chucky doll.
I don't, but I'd like one, especially the Bride of Chucky.
Do a Wicked collab before anyone else, please, and release it next December 1st to proceed part
Whoa.
2. Oh, that's true, because they split the movie
wow.
in 2 parts, so you have a year to work on it.
Wow.
Yeah,
A whole
No pressure.
year.
no pressure.
No pressure.
Yeah,
Got
Such a great
licensing
idea,
taken
though.
care of.
Wow.
Interesting. I think it's really smart that Estherbrook does focus so much on the experience in the community, because there are other pen brands, other pen shops that are just not as involved, and you just don't feel as connected as a consumer. Like I feel like something small that Estherbrook does is that they're constantly sharing. If you tag Estherbrook, they're going to share you in their
Yeah.
story. And it just feels nice, you know, and you see everybody's artwork as you tap through the Estherbrook stories on Instagram, and you see what a wide range of talent and creative people are in our community. And you just kind of feel like you're a part of the brand. So I think
Well,
you guys do a really good
Well,
job.
that's what they're
doing
doing
that.
that's different from other brands. Other brands do share, but Estherbrook is like really involved in the community, you know, like sharing other people's posts, sharing their stories,
I mean,
etc.
some brands don't want to pick up and
No, they don't.
pack for a pen show.
Mm.
Nobody does.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
That's why I have other people who do that now. But I've been doing it for 25 years. So when Neil and Carrie left, I'm like, oh, I guess I'm the guy.
Yeah, I guess it's you.
Yeah. But now we have some younger people that are coming in to help us and learn
that's good.
and be part of our growth. So that'll be fun seeing them at shows. But, you know, I was talking with one of my designers today because she's going to London, and she's really talented. But we were speaking about this experience in the store, right? Because if you go into a regular shop who could potentially carry pens, like she was asking me, like, Bryan, like, do you want to provide me with a list of shops that you want me to look at so I can get a feel for? I was like, nobody does it right. So there's no frame of reference for what pen company provides the right experience when you walk into the shop. Like, okay, yes, here. And then you open it up and you put out the presentation, or is there a presentation already in the store? You have to go into a pen shop if you want to have a pen dipped or you want to try something. But I wonder how you could package up the pen show experience and bring that to a store, you know?
Mm.
So I just wanted her to have her eyes and ears open. These shops are small, but how can we do something that we do at a pen show in a store. Like, and that's where you can find the growth. Because I went into a shop yesterday. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the Japanese name. It's near Bryan Park. This great Japanese pen shop, and they have like pens up on the second floor, and you go to the department. There's no way you can buy a pen from there. It's the store's so busy. There's people around. They're buying all kinds of stationery. It's just difficult, and I understand that they sell pens and they have
Is it
nice
the
pens.
books, the
displays.
Japanese bookstore across from
Yes.
Bryan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
that
go
is a tough one.
It's hard. Like, you think about, like, how do you do it right in a store? And that's what I'm struggling with now.
Well,
You can sell pens online and you
was
can
gonna
create that
say,
experience online. But from what I understand, like, next year is going to be the year of selling online. The TikTok experience that I've seen now in China, that's been happening for the last 5 years. People are just buying online. You know, there's auctions, it's QVC, it's live shopping.
Have
And
you
oh
ever
my gosh,
heard-
you sent me some photos of that. That was so weird.
Yeah.
There's an app called Whatnot that I sell live on for clothing. And it kind of took the reseller community by storm, and people were pretty mixed on whether or not they wanted to embrace it. And basically the feedback was, whether or not you embrace it or not, you will just be left behind, because live selling is the way of the future. And people have left Poshmark and left eBay to be full-time on Whatnot. And I worked with them for 9 months and did some live shows. And it's a totally different energy when you're live and you're showcasing things. And they started as like a collectible. So people would sell their like Funko Pops and their Legos. And it was kind of a safe place where people could resell collectible items. And that's where it started. But then they opened up women's fashion, and then they have like a pets department now. And it's just massive, massive, massive. And live selling is huge. And I check it every once in a while because I have like a little credit over there. And you can now have marketplace, so you can sell stagnant. It doesn't have to be live. And I'll just check out fountain pens. And every single time I go back, I notice there are more fountain pens on Whatnot. Poshmark started doing live sales.
So is this an application?
It's an app, Whatnot.
Are you ready to apply as the Estherbrook host for live shopping next year?
Sure.
Sounds
thing.
like,
yeah.
They've
it is a totally different beast, but it's really fun. And if you have an audience, like, what was nice for me is, like, my audience is really on YouTube, but then I would bring new buyers to Whatnot. And some people would say, oh, well, I'm losing my sales to live shows and live sellers. And that could be the case, but I have found it's a different buyer, because you're also providing entertainment when you're doing live selling.
Is it like QVC and HSN, that sort of thing?
Yeah, but like you put a timer
Strange.
up, and I will, like, I'll show a sweatshirt. What's really the stuff that I like to sell live versus like in my Poshmark closet are things that I pick up for style. Like, certain brands will sell. You pick up a Patagonia, or you pick up Gucci, or there are certain things that will just sell on their own. Madewell's a big brand that sells, or Free People. Like, those I put in my Poshmark closet. But then I'll be out and I'll see this really cool vintage piece, and it doesn't have a brand, and I could take a picture of it and put it on Poshmark and say, this is super cool. Like, the fabric's great, the style's great, but there's nothing like showing that in person. And then if there's a flaw, you can say, oh, like, the stitching's come undone over here, where, like, if you're doing a disclaimer on your listing on Poshmark, it's just totally different. So when I sell live, I try to sell based on style. And then when I sell in my Poshmark closet or in eBay, I do mostly on brand and sell through rate and that sort of thing. But live selling is huge.
That is so
And it started
crazy.
China was way ahead of us in that, but it's just grown so much on Whatnot.
all right, I'm ready.
Huh.
We're gonna have to talk.
Yeah. Well, I'd be happy to talk. Yeah, I think it's a niche market, and also fountain pens is also in the collectible category, so it would fit in Whatnot perfectly.
Huh.
And I even think that TikTok shop can happen quickly too.
Absolutely. And like, I have a Shopify store, and now TikTok can link to your Shopify. So like, people are doing TikTok shops, and it's just where it's at.
Yeah, and
That
I
is
think,
just so
we have a
crazy.
lot of people in our audience who are also kind of in that influencer community. They have their own pages where they're looking to grow. And next year is definitely going to be the year of video, because it's not, you really don't need that big page with thousands of people anymore. Like, it's changed. If you have one video and that one video goes viral, like, it can run for
Kind of
20
put you
times. I
on
mean,
the map.
Vanessa, you've had videos that all of a sudden they just go.
Yeah,
And
it's
and
bizarre.
and then your next video could have 740 views.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
It
so
depends.
and I know our people are very creative, and I think, they're just going to have to take that plunge and, not just do the flat layouts and the nice pictures. Of course,
Yeah.
that's wonderful, and that's going to always remain, but the videos is where
Videos are
Are you
fun.
thinking
game
about a
starts to
YouTube
change.
channel for Estherbrook specifically? Like
We have a
Yo's
YouTube channel, but we don't have we don't have the talent to really conduct it and run it and build it. Not yet, anyway.
You'll get there.
You can
Yeah.
do it.
No.
He's like, no, I can't. I cannot. Any chance in Estherbrook doing a glass dip pen?
That
That's
would
a
be
nice
interesting.
question.
Yeah, it was interesting at the Tokyo Pen Show. We were towards the front on the second floor, which I guess was the main floor where most of the pens were, and you would see that people would line up. They were in a queue, hundreds of people waiting to get into the show. And then when they arrived at the show, they immediately ran to another queue, and this queue was for glass pens.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know who the brand was, but they were there to collect a ticket to earn the possibility to go over and buy a pen.
Earn the possibility?
Yes, to win the possibility. Because then they would have the drawing, and they had 17 pens available for that particular day. And
Oh
then
my
so the
gosh.
200 people that were in line for the ticket had a chance to have an opportunity to buy a pen.
So
So
only
I was
17,
I was wondering.
17
They
of these
waited in
200.
line. They waited for
That is
another hour.
crazy.
Wow.
That is crazy.
There was a shop at Yoseka at Stationery Fest that sold beautiful glass dip pens.
Yeah,
and
they were
sold
over
out
there by
really
that really popular
down in the
Japanese
corner. Yeah.
right in the corner near the doors that they were trying to get me to not
Yes.
stand next to. Yeah,
Yes.
I remember.
I also found it interesting. Yoseka did this thing like a peek in my pen case, and they had CY as a guest. I think it was CY. And I want to say like 5 of the pens he shared were glass pens
Wow.
that were very special to him.
Yeah, I mean,
and
it's
I just
certainly
found it fascinating.
certainly fits in with what we do. I just don't
Yeah.
I don't know enough about them. Like, I imagine I would understand how they're made, but I don't know why the tips would be any different for one glass pen versus another, and is the material that much more significant from one to the next? So we would have to do our homework, and I think it would make more sense for us to partner with somebody who
I was
really
going to say
does
that
it
would be
very
a good
well.
collaboration
and
with
then
one of
see
these
if- yeah.
brands.
Yeah. Well, that's what I have one that is it over here. Yeah, this one I use it all the time, and I spent a small fortune on it, but I don't regret it. But it's a Japanese special glass nib, Kuretake, actually, and they're the ones that make the paint, the really expensive little paint pans,
Alex
right?
just started
Wow.
carrying that.
But-
Beautiful.
But they have like some special glass blower person who made the nib, but the wood is actually from some fallen sakura trees back from 2018.
That's gorgeous. Vanessa,
Yeah.
does that come apart? Does that like screw
No.
in? Or that's
Yeah,
just
no, this is how it
that's
is.
beautiful.
But the nib has so much personality. You know, you could
Yeah.
tell it was done
It's
by
like a
hand,
flame.
and
It's
yeah,
beautiful.
it's really cool. So that's what, when you talk about how they have these stories behind it, it's like this simple pen has like the story of the glass, the famous glass blower guy, and the sakura wood that fell on this mountain back in 2018 that they're using, as handles. But I think if y'all could do something like that with Estherbrook,
That's pretty.
that
That's
would
Yeah, I
be
mean, those
pretty
are American
badass.
glass blowers, right? I mean, that would be really interesting. We're working on something
Yeah.
now because I was in Japan to visit artists who do some of that, like makie work and urushi, and we're trying to put our
So
own
jealous.
twist on that category, which
Yeah.
is really different and interesting, more of an American twist
That's
with
cool.
artists. Because if you go into like a vintage Japanese shop in Tokyo, you see all American items. It's like old rock and roll T-shirts from America and the States.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm at home. But yeah, so we're trying to put our own twist on something. We already have an artist working on some things. And so
Cool.
we could see some fun stuff come out in the next year.
I like that approach though, that you're looking into different forms of pen making, but in putting an American spin on it. So it's keeping it very true to the Estherbrook aesthetic.
Yeah, it would. I mean, to have a Mach-E pen from Estherbrook with a big dragon on the side of it just didn't seem like that was the right thing to do, right?
No, I mean, it's a little different, but I think it would be very cool,
Yeah.
you know?
I think that's a great thing to explore.
Yeah.
When I was in Tokyo, we went to the thrift stores and they had US college sweatshirts for like $150, like US
What?
dollars. That would be and Ohio State was I kept seeing Ohio, and that would be $200. Then Harvard would be like 125, and
Wow.
Ohio. And I was like, what's with Ohio State? Because my son went to Penn State and that's like big rival. And so I think it means hello in Japanese. So that's why Ohio was so popular. Maybe somebody in the comments can
How
correct me if
funny.
I'm wrong, but that was why. And I was like, oh my gosh! I'm like, I got to start scooping up the Ohio State sweatshirts and try to talk to someone at these vintage shops. It was all American brands. Polo, Ralph Lauren was huge. Levi's, I think the biggest
Levi's
collection in the world is in Japan. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with Peanuts, when I was out there to visit with the with headquarters, they had asked me when I was there, like, did you get the license for Japan? And I said, yes. He goes, okay, good thing. Because apparently Peanuts in Japan is like extremely big. There's like a Snoopy museum. You see, like, even at like the event, you'll see people walk in, they have a Snoopy bag or they have a Charlie Brown backpack. And yeah, it's
fascinating.
Pretty iconic there.
Levi's would be something really cool.
I think they did a collab with Peanuts. Like next year is the 75th anniversary, so there's going to be a lot of things happening. Like with the watch now, I don't know if you have an Apple Watch, but a lot of them they're featuring the characters on the Apple Watch from Peanuts.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
Next year, apparently, they're going to have a setup in like 450 shops. Like
wow,
Peanuts is going to be everywhere next year.
I hope there'll be lots of Lucy stuff. That would be great.
Did you see Snoopy in the parade?
No.
You don't watch the Thanksgiving parade?
Not anymore. Not since I was a kid.
I always joke with my
husband. We have it running in the background.
I never get what I really want. Real estate. That's Lucy.
Yeah.
I love Lucy. So funny. Well, does anybody else have questions for Bryan? This was a great Bryan. Thank you.
I appreciate you having me on, and we're excited about Ferris Wheel Press. As soon as I get my find my bearings with all the product as it comes in, I'll send you guys a little package. And they're apparently doing some fun stuff like some mystery inks and things like that we can do with your fans and your community. So the more we can help, and the more we can help you broaden awareness around fountain pens, we want to support you guys because what you do is great. We enjoy it. I saw you had Drew on, and I mean, how many views you guys had on that video is amazing. I love it.
Unbelievable.
And well deserved. He's a terrific guy. So
yeah, he's a great guy.
He did launch his own channel finally. He did. I saw he had a video up from Tokyo.
Oh, wow.
He sold stickers that a fan or somebody had made of him. And then with the proceeds, he bought like a microphone, and he bought like the whole setup for a YouTube channel. And so I think that's really sweet. And so it looked like he started that.
Yeah,
so
I think it's awesome. Should we announce that we're going to do a giveaway?
Sure.
I mean, if anybody likes giveaways on this channel,
nobody
I don't
likes
know.
giveaways here.
Well, Bryan sent over a pen that maybe somebody would like to win. A King of the Night pen, maybe.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
Perhaps. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Some if you would like to win King of the Night.
This King of the Night. You don't have to
packaging
use it just for Halloween. It could be a Christmas pen. There's all the stuff that it comes with. But yeah, we got to think of some really good criteria.
Yes. Wow. People are very
win this
excited.
pen. So yeah, I think this is a great pen. This is one of my favorite Estes.
That would be great.
So we got to do like another.
We have to do something
interactive
fun.
thing.
I still have to send things out. I am terrible. I have to send something out to Erica. So yes, we need to think of a fun, silly, maybe festive sort of contest.
Yeah. like for Fountain Pen Day, we did date your pen. We had to
Go
go
on a
out,
date with your pen and take a
take
photo.
take a photo with you and your pen on a date. So we need to do something that's very interactive and holiday themed that you have to post again. And maybe Bryan could help out with the judging. We had Tom
I'd be
Otto
happy
from
to.
Gold Spot last time. So
Yeah, that'd be
I
great.
like to see, yeah, I'd love to see what everyone comes up with because it was a lot of fun watching people do so much creative stuff with their pen.
That was
Like,
really
the girl
fun.
who
And I
won,
think we'll get a
yeah.
lot of participation for the King of the Night
Oh,
because
I
it's
think
just such a
so.
gorgeous pen. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the girl who won the last contest. She took her out on a romantic picnic.
Picnic. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sassy
Picnic
picnic.
basket. It was great.
Serious.
It was
It was
great.
it was great. So
Photo
yeah,
with
I
your
think we're
holiday
gonna,
decorations. Yeah, maybe we could just do a
yeah.
holiday theme. Like make your King of the Night look like Father Christmas.
Or
I think
yeah, or an ornament or whatever.
Yeah.
Like whatever inspires you during the holidays to create something small
Holiday
that's
inspiration.
postable that
You
you
have
can
to
share.
use fountain pens with it. You have to involve a fountain pen somehow.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
We'll make it,
So-
we'll do like an official post for it and give a timeline
Yeah.
and all that stuff. But yeah, thank you for
Awesome.
that, Brian.
Yes.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Thank you, Vanessa. And thank you, Lori. I appreciate everything. Thanks for having me on.
Of course.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here, Brian. Take care.
All right.
Thank you,
everyone.
Brian.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for the big news.
That's very
Yeah.
exciting.
Excited. Thank you.
Ferrisville Press. We're excited. All right.
Yes. All right. So
That
you
was
guys heard it here
fun.
first. We're always the first with the news.
Groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking news, everybody. So yeah,
That
it's
was
very
a really
exciting
nice
stuff.
visit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think that, yeah, Ferrisville Press and Estherbrook is a really nice pairing.
I think so too. And imagine when you do go to the pen shows, when you go to the Kenro and Estherbrook table, not only will you see all their other brands, because they also carry Monte Grappa and Schaefer,
Mhm.
but you'll also find Ferris Wheel Press there. So you can get your SD and a cool Ferris Wheel Press ink to go with that.
I'm actually really excited because I feel like sometimes Ferrisville Press moves so fast for me that I don't like, I miss inks and like, I know they have like different lines, like
Yeah.
the fairy tales and there's
There's so
much
many.
to it. I feel like there are experts in our chat here, but I do think that they have just such wonderful marketing. But then I feel like some of the inks come and go, and I don't
Yeah.
know the shelf life, like what's part of their core line, what is what
Right.
is limited. So yeah, I feel like Estherbrook might clarify some of that in their
I
marketing.
think so, but I'm very excited about that pairing. I think it's just a really good match between Kenro and Ferris Wheel Press. So
And I look forward to
Yeah.
their next collaboration as well.
I know, right?
Next
Gosh,
pen.
I mean, he dropped so many bombs, you guys.
Good.
Do you know that? I mean, there's 2025 with Estherbrook is going to be lit big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, he's pretty jazzed up. You can just
You
see
can tell it's like, and
enthusiasm.
Bryan, you can tell when he's excited. I mean, he gets excited, and you can really sense the excitement
Yeah.
that he had, and he couldn't say
I
stuff.
feel like Brian needs like
So-
another 10 hours in each day.
I bet he would agree. I'm sure
Accomplished,
he would agree
right?
with that.
And Drew says, what's this say? I'm not as brave as you are. FP inks on the shelf. Oh, my top shelf fell months after its installation, everything. Oh
Ooh.
gosh. Post-traumatic shelf
shelf
disorder.
Oh my gosh.
Do you
Wow.
know what is it? Tools to Live By, that ink
Mhm.
with the ball. I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys remember, but I went away on a vacation and I came back and there was an ink stain on my carpet. And Rocco said one of his friends like thought it was cologne, and I could never find. I'm like, what ink did they spill? Because like I did not. It was literally like 6 months later. I went to use that Tools to Live By, and the back of it there was like a chunk of glass taken out of the back, and the ball was like stuck. I'm like, that son of a. I'm like that. This is the ink that they dropped.
That's the
Anyway,
one.
I
Oh
ended
my
up
gosh.
salvaging it and pouring it into 2 vials of like a sample size, because the ink, that bottle just is, it's not like JP Pete, no, acronym.
Oh, Ackerman, PW Ackerman.
PW Ackerman.
Yeah,
Yeah. That bottle is really well constructed
it is.
and beautiful.
Yeah.
And this is kind of a take on that, but that was like not a good purchase in my
I was going to
opinion.
say it seems a
Expensive
lot
ink.
smaller and a lot delicate, but I don't have any of those inks. I've never
The
bought
ink
any of them.
itself is really beautiful. It's like a nice maroon. It's called red, but I love the ink itself.
Okay.
That's why I
It
salvaged it.
just sounds like you need to get another bottle of it. It
Yeah.
you just have the loss of that poor little bottle that
poor little bottle.
it
Yeah,
just
so
it
maybe
just
I'll
bit
get
the
the little
dust.
Ferris wheel press, the little spinny thing that they have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
that
yeah, that's
actually
great.
is a doorbuster at Atlas for
Oh, is
$32,
it really?
which I
Yeah.
haven't bought it yet. I feel like
And
I keep putting
yeah.
things in my bag and then it disappears. I'm
I'll tell
mad
you
because
what, man.
the one
Atlas, their
yeah,
sales, dude.
those are crazy. They are crazy
20% off. I think it's still going on today, right? They're
till
20%
the end
off.
of tonight, yeah. I think
Wow.
they had a really great deal on the, Le Bon 325, $96 for
Holy
those.
crap. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, on, like,
Wow.
several of them. They had a couple of the Aurora Optimas, which I bought last round for
Right.
400, which is,
Right.
yeah, they had they just always have a few that are just really amazing deals.
Yeah, that's yeah. I was just like, whoa.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
actually you can stack whichever code you use for Atlas.
Oh, that's right. You could
You
stack
can
like
stack the ink. Like,
yeah.
so if you use Time with Tata or, whatever their Black Friday or Vanessa, whatever your code is for
It's
Atlas.
just
but
Vanessa. It's like
it's
so
Vanessa.
simple.
Yeah. So if you use one of the 20% off codes you'll get it, I believe, on top of the ink. You can't
Yeah,
get it
I
on
think so.
doorbusters, but
Yeah.
I know I'm like panicking. Not panic is so the wrong word. I'm just like, do I really want to order more inks? Am I good at
Oh my
get the ink
gosh.
discount? I feel like I'm on ink overload right now. Like I just need to look at what I have.
That's
buy
why
the
I have
same
so much
color
ink.
over and
I'm the same
over.
way. I do want to
Mhm.
show you guys today though. I think was it this show or the other show we were on that I was talking about the
Oh,
Stile's Black Friday pen. So yeah, I wanted to be sure to show it. I know some of y'all were able to get it. This is their limited edition. They do a limited edition pen every Black Friday for like the last, I don't know how many years, but this is their newest one from Leonardo. And it's a demonstrator, but if you look closely, it has little
oh wow, I didn't
gold in
notice
it.
that.
Yeah,
Really
like gold
pretty.
flecks in it. It's supposed to be a take on the Japanese art of, I can't remember the name of it, but when something breaks or cracks, they fill it back in with gold
Mm.
dust.
Mm.
So that's supposed to be a take on that. But I love the demonstrator effect of this
Beautiful.
pen. It's very cool.
It's funny because I have never really seen a Leonardo demonstrator before. I know who is I can't think of his name. He had a demonstrator, and I think it was Leonardo, and it was completely clear.
Oh, Gold Spot. Gold
Well, no,
Spot has a silver one right
Gold
now.
Spot did a silver one. That's what I was just going
Yeah.
to say. That I'd never really seen besides his, and I can't think of this guy's name right now. His YouTube channel. He's in another country, but anyway. Then I saw that one
Yeah.
at Stilo and Style, and then I saw that Gold Spot had like a wintry one that's like
Mhm.
kind of a take on this, but a little more cloudy, like more of a frosted look.
Yeah, it was kind of
Silver.
frosted. I think there's like silver.
Yeah, and I think
Thank
it's
you,
so pretty.
Kintsugi. I guess that's how you say
Oh,
it.
this is okay.
Yeah, so that's the name of this pen. I think it sold out the first batch, and then they had where you could pre-order. Yes, the second batch.
And it was
So
like $150. I feel like it wasn't.
yeah, they
a crazy
always
price.
know, and that's what they always have. It's always very reasonable, and then they'll have a coupon code on top of that you can get even more off.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's always tell people whenever their newest Black Friday puts out, I'm like, pay attention to what Stilo and Stile is doing, because it's always a good deal on a Leonardo.
Well, and they started the sale on Thursday, I believe,
they
because
always
it was Italy time, and so by the
Right.
time I looked, it was already gone, you
Yeah,
know?
that's what. Yeah,
But yeah, I
It's
did see that
always-
they were taking a pre-order, which I thought was
Yeah.
fantastic, for people who missed it.
yeah, they're
Stilo and
every
Stile.
year. Stilo is Stile.
Stilo e Stile.
Cheers. It's just iced tea.
Salud. Mm. Yes, thank you. Oh, and Wendy Sue made an appearance on, I thought your interview was fun. She was on Yoast. She was on
Oh,
Applebee's
cool.
Bites. Yeah, Wendy
Oh,
Sue
that's
was
fun.
on with, oh gosh,
Who's the
Inquiring
co-host?
Minds. Doug, is that his name? I think that's right.
Inquiring Minds. What a witty name.
He has been Yoast like co-host for a while, and Wendy Sue was on. So you
Okay.
guys should check that out on
Yeah.
Apple Bloom
Oh, how
Bites.
fun. Yeah, I like Apple Bloom Bites. The show's like it's Yoast. It's just Yoast.
It's just Yoast. It's fun.
Yoast.
See new
He's
stuff.
fun. By the way, guys, Yoast has a birthday coming up on the 4th. So if y'all want to like flood his
Fun.
his
Yes.
Instagram messages with birthday wishes, do it.
That's really fun. He's a
Yeah.
baby. How old is he?
Oh gosh, I think he was born in 94.
That is crazy. Are you for real?
Yeah.
Like
for
my
real.
Anthony was born in 99.
Yeah.
Young? Damn.
I think
Wow.
yeah, so he's gonna be
So is he going to be 30?
no, maybe he's born in 91. I'm confusing
Okay.
him with someone else born in 94.
Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. Okay.
Yeah, I think he was born in 91. I think he's gonna be 33 or
3 or something.
34.
Okay. That's fair.
So yeah, that's why I'm like 94 because I'm
January
starting to know people that are like born in the 90s and it's really weird.
Really weird.
Because I was in high school.
Yeah,
you know,
I
when
graduated
these
from
people
high
were
school in
born. I was just like,
91.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, baby Yoast. Imagine a baby Yoast
With all the hair.
with the hair.
Oh my goodness. Well, there's a chance we might be closing on our condo tonight. We were waiting to hear from the real
Wow.
estate attorney if he was going to come here. If not, it's going to be tomorrow night. So this is like the quiet before the storm here.
Yes, for everything.
But I haven't heard.
Yeah.
So it's like Christmas Eve waiting to get those
Just
damn
waiting
keys.
to find out what's going on. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wendy Sue, he took over the store. He was very young. He took it over when his dad passed on.
At 18.
At 18. So
Thank you.
I mean, he's not just a pretty face. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of brains in there. He's he's actually one of the smartest guys I know.
I
Very
was
good businessman.
I just went to the Apple Boom website and it was the whole thing about how they were coming to America and going to Boston.
Yeah.
And I just watched that video on their website and it made me sad that they're gone.
Yeah, it's too bad
Yep.
it didn't.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to post Yo's mailing address, but you could totally send stuff to the store and he will get it.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah. So yeah, he totally, if you look up the store addresses on their website and he does get mail there. So yeah, send all kinds of shit to him. Not literal shit though. That
No.
wouldn't be very nice.
That would not
Unless
be.
it's like exotic, like how monkeys do that and you can make coffee from it. That might be something interesting, but
He might like that.
he might like all the cards.
What was I going to say? Holiday. We said we were going to talk about the holidays and we're probably going to sign off in about 8 minutes or so at
Yeah.
5:30. But any particular pen that you're excited about for the season, or like, is there something you look forward to during the Christmas season to pull out and you're like, oh, this is my Christmas pen or my Christmas ink?
Pretty much any red inks with shimmer, I always bring those back out from the Diamine inkjet calendars of past, because they always have like at least one or two that are and then I start using those a lot. Like I used a green one today to ink up. It's on my Instagram, but to ink up the new Kaweco
very
collection.
nice. Yeah.
The olive. So I brought out the olive swirl, which was a perfect match to this.
Love
It was
olive swirl.
green with the gold. Yeah, just a really nice ink. So that goes nicely with this pen. So
I bet that's a really pretty pen.
it was really nice. Yeah, it's real pretty. Yeah, I saw that color. I was like, oh, gotta
Really
have that nice Christmas pen for
Red
green.
for holiday past.
Yes.
There was a red, and I think I put it in my golden barrel. This red.
Oh, that's a nice.
Like
Yeah.
tinsel something tinsel. It was in the inkjet calendar. It was a pretty red with a sparkle.
You like that? Galen and Reds of holidays past.
Yeah, that's really fun. My favorite red of the year was the alchemy drops of Mars. I didn't get any of those inks, and those looked so cool.
Yeah, that sounds fabulous.
Christmas Red by Dominant Industry is a favorite.
Oh, I have to try it out. I like the Dominant Industry inks. They're very cool.
Yeah.
But I like they're the ones that have like the ink bottle looks like a light bulb, right? Like it has
Yes,
that.
absolutely. Yes.
They're
The only
very
Dominant
cool.
Industry I have is the tuna and olives from Wonder Pens.
Oh, okay.
Good olive as well. I got the Mont Blanc the Olympic red, it's a nice bright red, but there's no sparkle in it, but it's a pretty red.
Yeah, but if it's a nice, vibrant red, still that's just
a fun time
nice.
to use it because I'm not.
Yeah. Oh, people are there's all kinds of people.
That's beautiful.
Like
Yeah,
beach vibes in Australia. Well, it's summertime over there, isn't it?
Human problem, Waringle. So lots of blues. Oh, very nice. I'm jealous, Shannon. No blue vibes over here. Ooh, Song of Scarlet.
Oh,
Ferris Wheel Press.
That sounds pretty.
All these Ferris Wheel Press.
Wow.
If you could pick one Ferris Wheel Press ink to recommend, what would it be? Because there's just so much. Oh, Diamond Dragon's Blood in my King of Night. Oh, I bet that's beautiful, Sydney.
That's why I have Rider's Blood in my King of Night. It's like,
yeah, I have Ox Blood. I don't have Rider's Blood. I have Ox.
Rider's Blood's good. Matches the red in the pen really nicely.
Corn Poppy Red is a good red.
Okay.
It's kind of like almost has like a little orangey, almost like a
okay.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, that bright poppy, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
So Ferris Wheel Press is one of the inks that is on sale at Atlas through this evening. So I
don't know.
That's one of the companies I'm like, what should I get from them? They have so many inks, and I worry sometimes if it's like heavy shimmer. But if everybody can drop what their favorite Ferris Wheel Press ink is in the comments.
I've always been very partial to their Lady Rose ink. It's kind of light.
Right. It's like, I feel like I always am so attracted to that ink, and then I write with it and it feels too light for me.
That's I'm the same, but I still love the color. So sometimes, if I just swatch the color and write over the dried swatch, I've done that, but I don't know. There's something about that color I really like.
You should do some artwork with it because it's just so beautiful. Yeah,
it is. It's just a pretty. And then I have the old, the old packaging it came in, with the velvet pouch and all that. So that was my first ink.
Here's another vote for Song of Scarlet.
I'm gonna have
Lady Rose.
I have the Lady Rose with shimmer too, so I have.
Pretty.
Because I totally needed them.
What is this one? Frontenac?
Twinkling Tea Party. Oh, beautiful green with pink shimmer. That sounds beautiful.
Velvet Ballet. Oh, I love Spruce County Post. And Cocoa Shimmer from Diamond. Yeah.
Oh,
Spruce County
I remember
Post
Cocoa
is
Shimmer.
Perfect spruce.
I know that's what it's impossible to choose because there's so many. It's like they need to be. I agree with you, Lori. It needs to be organized somehow.
Yeah, like I get overwhelmed.
I get overwhelmed too.
What is Queen and Castle? Is it a purple? Is it like blushing mushroom?
Sounds like a good time.
Pretty. Yeah.
Queen and Castle.
Yes. I use Spruce County Post a lot. April Showers.
April Showers is really, that's that gray with shimmer, right? That's a really pretty.
I don't know.
That is a really pretty one. Oh, my dogs are like going ape out there.
Land of Shangri-La.
Sorry about the dogs.
I mix strawberry macaron and a couple of drops of, I like Beaver Dam Brown, and it turns into the most beautiful dusty pink. Ooh, that's a nice combo. Hampton Harbor Sage is gorgeous with green. See, I don't know so many of these. Galen, I remember, I think I was on your live where you were talking about that you were offering Ferris Wheel Press now, which is so exciting.
Oh, that's cool. Especially are you offering the little charger inks for your fountain pendulum?
Oh,
because it's a perfect fit.
Perfect.
For those. The little charger inks are perfect. And they look so pretty in her
gold shimmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that she just has a thing for every size, like for all the different. Yes.
Yeah, I love that fountain pendulum. It's just really, it's really useful. Very nifty.
Yes, if you want to leave a link in the comments, people can go check out your site. Sorry, I'm like getting to the part of the programming where
Oh,
I'm losing my words.
Well, she does have
Ooh, 20% off sale.
20% off, and she has some ink charger sets and the new 10 millimeter glass bottles.
Ooh, beautiful.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Wendy Sue, this one sounds fun. Sugar and
Sugar and
Spite.
Spite. I like that.
I do love, this is another Wonder Pens exclusive, is the writing desk is beautiful.
Sounds like a brown.
It is a brown, and it has like a little bit of green in it. It's really pretty, of course.
That's a fabulous idea, Kate.
For a little darker, and add a drop to make it slightly darker. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Never thought about doing that. That is actually a very fabulous idea.
Sherry
Sonata. That's Ferris wheel press.
Yeah,
I mean, are all these Ferris wheel presses?
I think they are. That's why I wanted people to write in the comments, because it's so overwhelming. It's so overwhelming. And I think it's great that I feel like I could spend a week just studying Ferris wheel press ink.
I mean, maybe we can make a trip over to Mineola and help organize their inventory and figure out what's what. Yeah, we just have to take like a all expenses paid trip from Kenro Industries over to Mineola.
We'll have it all organized.
Yeah, we'll totally get that in shape for you.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I just mixed? Gingery saying, great advice, Kate. I do this. I highly recommend the red made by Rohr and Klinger called Morinda. Absolutely fabulous. I haven't tried their ink.
I just got my first Rohr and Klinger ink. Where is it? It's the Documentus ink. I've never tried it. So I'm looking forward to that. I like the little box it comes in.
Documenting?
Yeah, it's just black documenting. I wanted to get it for drawing and watercolors. So I was going to put this in probably in this Tom Studio mini Lumos.
Cool.
So I could keep it with my traveler's journal, my little passport.
Yeah.
So
great idea.
I'm still obsessed with Tom Studio, everybody.
I love that.
I feel
like, that would be a really good YouTube video for you to do.
I know. I really should. I mean, I've got like
look at my hair. Look, I feel like the Wicked Witch of the West. I like my hair is just like, it's like I just didn't curl it today. You should I would love to see you break down Tom Studio, because I feel like that's a brand a lot of people are talking about. You were the first person I heard talk about it. They're carrying it now at Atlas.
Yeah, they've got
they're getting a lot of good press, and I feel like
they're really just very functional. And I really think that it's a great gateway drug to fountain pens for those who aren't sure about fountain pens or fountain pen ink, because it uses fountain pen ink, and they're so easy to ink up and put back together. I mean, it's just, it's
really fun. Yeah. Tom Studio
I just want to show.
So here's a question for
this
you.
Cute little guy. The Wren.
If I were to, if people here, how big does that get? Let's see it.
Okay, so just for a size comparison. So here is their pocket fountain pen, which actually they have adjusted the size of this where it's even shorter now, like maybe about that much.
Okay.
Because when it's posted, it's so long. So I don't have a new pocket pen fountain pen yet. There you go. So when it's posted, here's the pocket pens. Cool. So as you can see, it's pretty long.
Yeah, I see.
So they did shorten it by a little bit, so it's not so awkward.
It's a little more balanced.
And then you have the Wren. Yeah, it feels more balanced, the new version. So here's the Wren, which is a fine liner pen, and the nib on it's actually very nice. And here's that posted. So
wow, big difference.
Yeah, but
so if somebody's just getting started with Tom Studio, what would you recommend?
I would recommend the mini Lumos pen, because it is so
mini Lumos.
Yeah, the mini. So that's what this is in this little box. So this one I haven't even inked it yet, and I will this week. So
is it a fountain pen or a fine liner?
It's a fine liner.
Okay.
And the great thing about the fine liner, so here's this. It's tiny too, and here it is next to the Wren, roughly the same size.
Okay, cool.
But the Lumos, at the top, comes off here.
Oh, very cool.
So it's a fine liner. But the cool thing is that you don't have to just use this fine liner. They have this set of nib tips that they could be switched out with. All this is also available at Atlas, by the way, because that's where I got like this right here is from Atlas. Appleboom also carries Tom Studio.
And so do you have to buy those nibs separately, or does that come with
Yeah, this is separate. Like, so if you were to get to the Lumos Duo, which is the double, I have it in here somewhere.
double-sided?
The double-sided pen, which is basically two of these. It comes with this set, but you could buy this set separate. I think it's like $10. It's not like super expensive.
Yeah, it seems like a very affordable
It's
brand.
very affordable. And I think that's why I like it. It's affordable. The pens are very solid. I have a lot of fun writing with them. I mean, I am having like so much fun with them. So the mini Lumos, it's tiny, but it's
100%.
yeah. I mean, this is if I were going to get someone started with Tom Studio, I would get them this because it's cute, it's kind of quirky, and it's a lot of fun to write with.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I love that it's another way that we can use our fountain pen.
I know that's why I, like at first when I first saw Tom Studio, I was like, okay, whatever, that's okay. And then I was like, but you can use fountain pen ink with it. I was like, okay, wait a minute.
It's really fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really fun.
So it's fun. And yeah, I think it's like, it's definitely a way to get people into writing and drawing and doing that. But yeah, definitely,
Bernie says you'll love it. Okay. I'm going to give it a try.
You should. I think you might get an addiction like what I have. I have an addiction.
It's not hard for me.
No, it's not too difficult for me either. But
We're a bad combo.
I'm really into Tom Studio at the moment. So yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you for explaining. Yeah. And I kind of didn't know where to begin with Tom Studio. So I appreciate that.
The mini Lumos, and then definitely get a pocket pen like the Ren. The Ren, I wasn't gonna get a Ren, but then I tried it at Drongles and they have one inked up. And so it has its own specific nib for the Ren. And the way it wrote, I was like, whoa.
And the Ren is also a fine liner.
Yeah, but it's like, it's different from the other fine liners, but it just writes it's very nice. So
tip 2 that fits.
Yeah. I wish the lighting y'all could see it, but there we go. So it has like a brush nib in there, a chisel nib, all kinds of different widths of fine liners.
Really multi-purpose.
It really is
cool that you don't have to keep buying pens and pens and pens. You get the base, and then you get all these different nib options.
Modify it. Sure. And then they always come with like a lot of these pens, like especially the Lumos comes with like, and the Ren I think came with one too. It's like a little bitty thing of ink to get you started.
I think the mini is a bit too short for me. The Lumos Pro, the dual tip, feels more comfortable. And option for 2 different tips and ink colors. I love that.
Yeah, and that's really, I mean, if you wanted to get one where you could do 2 ink colors at the same time, the Lumos Duo is really all you need. It's really all you need.
That's really exciting. And I think the 20% coupon would work.
Yes.
So 20%
it does work
till the end of tonight, and then tomorrow we'll be back to 10%.
Yeah. So that's what, I mean, if you guys are going to get yourself hooked up with Tom Studio, definitely head over to Atlas, get their 20% off, use Lori's code.
Or Vanessa's.
Or mine, but Lori, I mean, I always push into Estherbrook. Lori's always pushing her Atlas.
No, I know. That's our home base. But now, like, I'm an affiliate for Estherbrook. You're an affiliate for Atlas. But so both started, to either. As long as you guys, the Ren is sold out.
Is it? Yeah, that's a great one. I mean, it's a great little pen. there's a matte black one, and I want to get that in the Ren.
Yeah, I haven't even explored colors. Oh, this is fun. Now I have my tea activity tonight. I'm like waiting. You know what I have in my cart with my credit is the custom 823. When I hit 10,000 subs, I'm going to give away a custom 823 with the demonstrator. So I thought I have to test it first with the journal.
Of course.
I need one for myself. So I have that because that doesn't go on sale anyways. And I keep thinking, should I just get one of the doorbusters? But there's nothing in the doorbusters like last time I got the Aurora, and that was really special. And then I got the Visconti Lotus Garden in the Experience pen sale. Like I feel like I've gotten some heavy hitters lately. And then I was just like, there's really nothing in the doorbusters for me right now.
Right.
So I think I might use my credit on the custom 823, but I'll have to look at the Toms too.
Yeah,
and I definitely need
it's
to take advantage of the ink sale because that,
I know their ink sale is insane. I mean, that's like on sale, and then you can get the sale on top of the sale.
It's crazy. Like if you put it, because I don't, as an affiliate, you can't double dip. So like I can't get the sale and then 20% off for free. You know what I mean? But with the ink, like when I put one of the little ball Ferris wheel press, the little bottle that's round, that's like $13.
I know, it's like nothing. I mean,
$13.
It's practically nothing.
Like, you get 2 or 3 samples for that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Bernice, you can make your cut. So you could pretty much switch out, like, so here's 2 of the pocket pens. So you could totally switch it out.
That sound is weird to me.
Is it?
Over it. Yes, I don't like aluminum pens. That's why I haven't tried them yet.
But you can make your own.
Oh yeah, you can
kind of get match. Yeah, mix and match. But a little. Really, the aluminum pen sound bothers you?
Bothers me. I don't. Really? I don't have. I don't have a Kaweco AL for that reason.
I didn't realize that. That's what. Yeah, it obviously doesn't bother me. I mean, it does. But. Yeah, I've got a few.
Yeah, there's quite a few aluminum pens that I think are beautiful, and then I just don't get them. But I'll do the Tom Studio because it's affordable. Like, I don't think I would like invest in it because then the sound, it's cold, and then I don't know. Like, I don't love my brass Kaweco either. I love the warm pens. Like, I love my what is it? My Aurora Volterra. Like, I love that one. That one's I love that.
Yeah, well, I have to say, like,
I'm not alone. I'm not.
Yeah,
alone.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think there's people who just don't like that sound. So yeah,
I love Kawecos, but I only have. Oh, this was what I got in my Atlas. My Atlas goodie bag. Like I got one of the mystery boxes, and I got
nice
leather Kaweco thing.
Is that the ocean blue? Oh yeah,
so excited because I was able to put on my Kawecos in here. I've always wanted one of these, and then never bought it. And then I bought it. I won this in the ocean blue, so I need to get my little clip for here. Yeah. This was a Galen Leather exclusive. I think this was a one I won at Claire Coco. Her website.
One of her giveaways, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm in these guys. These are all my silver ones, and then these are all my gold ones over here. But you'll notice there's no aluminum. I love those. Yeah,
well, that's what you kept saying. You hadn't. You must be reading the same thing.
That's really funny.
Elvira, come on. I mean, yeah, I can see that too.
Thanks for that, Gingery.
Yeah, you kept saying you've never got an AL yet, and I'm like, what are you waiting for?
Like all the Hello Kitties are AL, and they're so pretty.
I don't know. So somebody posted today or yesterday. There's like a Hello Kitty demonstrator with like glitter in it. I don't know where you get that. Probably only in Japan. But I was like, wow, that would be nice. But I have the 2 Hello Kitties I have the pink one, and it's an AL.
Purple and I think like a teal.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I don't have but I do have the pink one. But
pretty. You know what I saw on some random site? No, it was on Instagram. And then I tried to track it down. It was a line of Pilot Kakunos. And they were beautiful. They were like milky pastel. Like they were, and they were solid color, I want to say. So like not like the white with the pink or the white with the blue. So, and I was like, how do I get those? And it was something very inexpensive, obviously, because they're but they were so lovely. Like the lineup of the colors, it almost looked like like all of the Planner girls, how we love all like the sailors and all the pastel. Like Charmaine, our friend. Charmaine.
Yes, she's very pastel
lineup. Or actually, Shannon here, she would have the same lineup of the soft pinks. Those are the new ones. They sold for $12.50. I just saw
Oh,
those.
shoot.
Okay, so are they sold out or what? Kakuno
Wow.
Soft Series. So is this all right? So answer me this, my friends.
Riddle me this.
Is this just part of their line now, or is this just like will they roll this out? Because obviously, like I don't really need any kakunos, but I just thought they were really pretty, and I thought they'd be really great as gifts, and they were my aesthetic. So I'm like, I want those damn kakunos.
Those would
They're
make great
available there. I
gifts.
just checked. Oh, at Jet Pens.
Jet
Okay,
pens.
I've never ordered from Jet Pens.
They're good. They're good. I've
Hold on.
ordered from them a couple times. They're good.
Okay. They are
Yeah.
not limited edition. Okay. So no
Well,
rush.
that's nice.
No rush, friends.
Of
Relax.
course, Atlas doesn't have those or something.
Oh,
That
they
seems
are
like-
not limited edition. No, they haven't. I think they just got rolled out. So I think they maybe probably started.
Oh,
They just
okay.
haven't made, excuse me, they haven't made their way here. So I just didn't know if I should try to be ridiculous and get them from Japan
Trying to be ridiculous.
or if I should just wait. I have so much ink now that looks like similar to Inaho. I'll have to live 100 years to use it all up. Oh my gosh, the ink thing is real.
I totally hear you. I have so much ink, and of course, you know what you sent over here. I still have some to play with, but I'm never going to use all this ink in my lifetime.
Somebody left a comment on the handbag video that I just put out, and she
Yeah.
said that there's talking about like the value of investing in like a super quality bag, and even if it costs a lot of money, if you use it every day and it holds up over time, it's totally worth it. On the
Yeah.
flip side, even if you get it for a bargain, if you never use it because the quality's not good, it's like that's a waste too. And then she was talking about somebody who I think was like on the train, and she saw, I can't remember the brand, but it wasn't a brand that I recognized. And she said, I remember seeing this woman who I see every day on the bus or the train or whatever. And she has this bag, and she's like, 3 years later, that bag still looks beautiful. And she's like, I envy the companionship or the relationship between the two of them. Like, aren't you envious of people who just like, this is my one notebook and I love it so much? And
No.
I do. I envy people who are content. I do.
I see what you mean, but I like to try everything, and
But then I
have
get
so
this
much
overwhelmed feeling, and I'm like, why do I have 17 brown inks? Why
I
do I have
know.
3 Pelican M800s or whatever? Like, it's not necessary.
Why do I have all this Tom Studio stuff?
I am such a minimalist wannabe, and I am such a maximalist my whole life. I like we're getting the apartment, and Jay's like, I'm gonna like take this sponge from underneath the sink, and we'll bring
Put it in the
this
new place.
in. Like, I mean, it's a new sponge, but like he's
Yeah.
like, Lori, think minimalism. This is small. This is a small place. We have so much junk in this house. Like, let's just take from here. And I'm like, no, new towels, like new.
Yeah, no, everything will be new.
But I
the whole
know,
thing.
and I'm a thrifter, so I have to thrift a bunch of stuff too. But like, I can't help myself sometimes. And then I
Yeah.
regret that I'm not one of those people that has this one pen that is so beautiful. And some of the pens that we buy are meant to last a lifetime.
I know. They're like, some of them are heirloom pieces that you probably should pass down to like the next
Probably, and
generation.
then they're just like one.
But it's
in,
like, no, it's mine.
Yeah,
Never.
I'm embarrassed by myself.
Don't be. You know
I
what?
am.
Just embrace who you are.
Oh, I've fully embraced it, but then like
Just-
the whole affiliate thing feeds into it, because then I get like free stuff from.
Yeah.
And then it makes me want more. Like, what's next? What am I saving for next? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I should like give pens to charity or something, and I'm selfish. I
No.
want all the
I'm
pens.
not giving my pens to charity.
But I am going to give my viewers a Pilot Custom 823. And you have my husband to
I think
thank.
that's
for that.
cool.
He's like, why don't you like get a nice pen and give it away? And I'm like,
That's
Give it
very
away.
generous.
give it away.
That's
I have
that's
to buy
what.
one for myself, because otherwise I won't be able to give it away. It
Yeah,
never
that's
stops.
what. Yeah.
Just visit me in Chicago and give the inks to
just
me.
bring the inks over there. Yeah. And bring all your
Anyway,
pens
I'm off
too.
that tangent, but I do wish that I could be a little bit more of a minimalist, but that ship sailed a long
I am I'm like you. I am the opposite of a minimalist. I mean, there's some areas of my life I like streamlined, but as far as like having options, I like to have options. I have probably too many red lipsticks, too many purses, too many pens, too many inks. But you know what? As the kids say, YOLO.
It's true. And everybody has their thing, right? To
Everybody has
us,
their
people
thing.
might think it's crazy.
Mhm.
But like my brother likes to go to all the different stadiums when he travels. Like, have you been to
Yeah.
the Penn State game and paid? I know Carmen was in the comments. She was at Penn State last weekend. That'll run you about, 4 Pelican M800s.
Are you
If you go,
serious?
oh, it's ridiculous. I mean, just to
Wow.
get a hotel like on a game weekend, like a
Okay.
hotel that would normally be like $250 goes up to like $900 a night at Penn
Okay.
State.
So that stuff like that I don't feel bad then.
And there are sports people, like you tailgate, it's thousands of dollars if you are like tailgating and like putting on a real tailgate. Like
Yeah.
we didn't really learn what a real tailgate was until a couple years in. But yeah, so I feel like everybody has their thing. Some people spend it on expensive cars. I'm just justifying. That's all I'm
No,
doing.
no, 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 no. Keep justifying because it makes me feel better too. I feel so much better.
Yeah, anyways, that's all. I have tried to streamline other parts of my life, like I'm liquidating certain things in my life, like my
Yeah.
business. But then I'm just like it decreases here and then the pens increase. So it's always something. And I just keep saying at
Something.
least pens are small.
That's true. And you know what? If you need to get rid of your pens in a pinch, instead of like having to get rid of furniture or,
Yeah, very easy.
you know, very big, giant, at least pens, if you need to sell them, they're easy to pack or bring somewhere and, so
Yes, and I
yeah.
froze. It looked cold. It looked cold, man. Oh my God, 7 years of Penn State games. I will like always think very affectionately of the Penn State years, but it is work. They do not mess
I,
around with their football there.
yeah, dude, that's crazy. That's,
Between the tickets, the tailgate. But yeah, so everybody's got their thing.
everybody has their thing.
Okay, friends. Oh, this is
I
sad.
know. I was just reading that. I was like, what?
Atlas.
Oh, especially
That is so the exception. Is not at all normal. They pack.
yeah, it's
I don't want to tell you how many packages I've gotten from
well,
Atlas.
they probably have so many orders that they're trying to get through for all these, and maybe they just
Yeah, I would say give them
Yeah.
a call and just let them know if anything was damaged. Like I think they'll definitely take care of you. They have amazing.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah, it's always
Yeah.
always good. Always
Yeah.
good, Atlas. I would agree.
They're
All
nice
right, my
people.
loves. I got to sign off.
All
This was
right.
really fun.
It was fun. And I
I
hope y'all
plugged in
enjoyed.
my computer today, so I wouldn't run out of
Oh, well,
battery.
that's nice.
That's why we're here like almost 2 hours later.
Yeah, you're usually like, well, my battery's about to run out,
Gotta go.
everybody. It's time to go.
Oh, hey, Pam, we're just signing off. Pam was the first one to sign in. If you go to the very top, she signed in at 10:40.
She's like, I just got home and you're still alive.
And she's like, I'm not going to be able to make the live, but we're just saying goodnight. But I'm glad you got to say hello. Thank you all so much for being here today. I hope you had the best Thanksgiving weekend. I hope you had fun shopping on Black Friday. We have till midnight on a lot of the sales today, but don't buy if you don't need anything. Okay.
And yeah, I mean, definitely
Do as
don't
I
buy
say.
it.
Do as I say,
if
not
you,
as I do.
if you feel like buying something, send it to me. Send it over here.
We accept gifts. Oh, and be looking on the Juicy Broads and Vanessa's Instagram,
Yes.
which she will then share to me and I'll share it
You want
for
to win this
Queen of
pen.
the Night. Let us know if you want to DM us and let us know like if you have an idea, but I think we'll go with a holiday theme.
I think we should do it's the beginning of December. Inkment is happening. So you could play with your inks.
The
pair a
most
pen with it.
creative, festive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something. So we'll iron out those details and get that out as soon as we can. And probably the week before the next show or something like that. That way we can announce it.
That way we can announce it at the
Yeah.
next show. Yeah, that sounds great. All
So
right,
it'll be
friends.
fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank
We'll
you.
talk to you soon.
Stay juicy, bitches.
Bye, friends.
Toodaloo.